let's try this again. Live again at Tallapoosa, Georgia with the pilot. I just finished showering. I feel so much better. Get ready to get moving here. Go drop my trailer at the Tyson plant over in Blountsville, Alabama. Spend the rest of the day there, and whenever the load's ready to go, I'll be ready to roll right away. That load will be going to Utah. So, alright, I'm going to switch the view over. James, if you get on here anytime soon, maybe tell me if you can see those boxes again on your end, or if anybody else happens to show up. You know, welcome your feedback on that. I'm just getting started on broadcasting live, so I don't know what to. I gotta play with settings a little bit to get it just right. I can't believe that this pilot has this wide a lane. This is the most roomy pilot I think I've ever seen in my life, which makes me think that it was perhaps not a pilot originally. You good? I was saying, I don't know if that's a real spot, but I just pulled out of a spot if you want it. Yeah, oh, come on, dude. Well, watch your damn mirrors. Guys do that all the time to me in parking lots. Oh, nobody exists except for them. Guy's not even moving at all, and I'm starting to commit to passing him. Starts rolling forward on me while I'm already in the middle of going around him. Okay, it should be about 85, 90 miles or so from here to Blountsville. I'll be getting off the freeway at US 231 and heading north from there. And from there I'll be taking right where US 231 and State Route 79 split off. Right there is where Blountsville is, and just north of the split on the 79 side is where the Tyson plant is. Of a year since I've been there. Now see, this guy here just moved over. If it was me, I would have backed off my throttle and tried to create that space behind the other truck because he was too close. Can't be bothered to let off the throttle though. now that I'm going down the hill. Small name company like that, probably not even governed. Oh, no, he's backed off. From the Alabama line. See if we get lucky and this chicken coop will be closed. Another big advantage to driving in the middle of the night. More likely to find way stations closed. routes I was looking at. Could go that way, but it'll add a few miles. So I basically have to take 278 across from there and then come back down 79. Highway, Gianna State Park, next exit. This is exit 191. Alabama, next two exits. You got some light projecting from, I don't know, is this town or somewhere else? Still a little too far away from Birmingham to be picking up some of its lights. Oxford city limit. don't see in my neck of the woods? Bojangles? No, they're all over the south, but I don't even know where the nearest one to my state is. Yeah, we don't even have Waffle Houses in Cali. Whatever, where a lot of that, they'll say certain characteristics of certain types, like certain signs, when it could be something that everybody, a characteristic that everybody has to some extent. I've read about astrology stuff, it does seem kind of accurate to me, at least for how my sign and my characteristic or my personality traffic. That's with my phone, of course, but it's one of the things I do like about the phone. It doesn't have quite as wide a view, but it has a better straight ahead view than the dash cam does. Much higher resolution too. So I think about 45 or so miles to go, somewhere in that ballpark. Maybe a hair more, because I think when I left Monroe, it was telling me the distance was, I think, about 205 to 210 or so, but was also taking a little more direct route right through downtown Atlanta, which we're not allowed to do in trucks. Yeah, same here. Question now, because James had said that the other video that I streamed tonight, the chat box and the alert box, I guess, they were covering up some of the screen. Wondering, are you seeing the full entire screen, or is any of it covered up by black boxes? I thought I had the correct setting to correct that problem. Looks like it is correct. CMP Talladega Marksmanship Park. Okay, what is CMP? Next two exits. Yeah, I can see why you would think that. It's a little bit of a learning curve with this streaming app, but starting to get the hang of it now. Of course, there's more to learn. of them out there, but still kind of interesting to still see a bit of a concentration of them here in between Atlanta and Birmingham. About 10 of those damn things that I've passed. Should have taken note of what exit it is for 231. I wasn't originally planning to go that way, but then I decided I might as well stop at a pilot somewhere along the way and get a shower in, which I finally got. I passed a few exits ago that I saw, I think it was a highway, but hope it wasn't too 231's coming up 1 mile ahead. That is my exit. I'm gonna cut this guy off and slow down in front of him, so just get back in line behind him. That Pell City sounded familiar for a good reason. Got several trucks parked over here at Home Depot. The distance seemed about right too. I was kind of expected to be on 231 for about 30 or so miles. Somebody in the parking lot over there. Yeah, it's a learning experience. It's always a learning experience, even for us. Even areas where I'm coming out, where I'm familiar with, there's always, a lot of times there's something new that can be learned. Things that I might have not noticed before, even though I might have been by it, been by a place 100 times. Alright, junction, Highway 174, which goes to Odenville. Driven so far, so I'll be right around 30ish. Give or take about 5, I'd say. Marker 222. Reset the trip meter. Flush the brights up me there. When that happens, or people think that I have my brights on and they're not on. Now, one more minute now. So, Tara, I noticed you. I noticed you had said that you had a really good turnout at your place. I don't even see anybody else ahead or behind me.
Well, I get on here. I'll be going east about a few miles. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just getting.
That's a good turnout. I know I used to be used to get a pretty decent number in when I lived in San Jacinto, over by Hemet, California. And when I was over on the west side of Victorville, it was, I don't know, decent. I don't even remember it because I'm usually not home. Okay, passing eastbound Highway 144 now. Nashville, 13 miles. When I can have my brakes on. I think that's at East Street right there that I just passed. Trick-or-treating with them, but and honestly he actually enjoyed more being home and giving out candy to other people coming up instead of going out and doing the trick-or-treating himself. It's not due for pickup until tomorrow night, but my standard practice with drop and hook pickups is get my empty dropped off as quickly as I can, because sometimes the shipper needs a trailer to work with. And plus I can get my brake done and have a fresh clock to work with after I pick it up, and get as many miles on the, or as I can or need for it. Yeah, it's definitely a good deer habitat here. Saw deer in the parking lot my TSP group. Yeah, I have a lot of people who friend me from that group. It's basically a retirement plan for federal workers and military people. He had posted, he went for a hike with, I guess, his daughter or whoever. Wherever the place was, he was at the, I guess it was the highest point east of the Mississippi, which was 6684. I'm like, that's it? 6684. I go mountain hiking myself, and 60, usually about 64, 65, 6600 is where the base elevation is. I'm so used to mountains being so high in elevation in the western states that it's kind of hard to fathom knowing there are mountains in the east, and I think about it, yeah, they aren't as tall. But yeah, it's just still hard to imagine that being the highest point in the eastern U.S. Thinking about that when I was in Italy, learning how to ski and all that, or when once I actually did learn and was, going regularly. A lot of the ski resorts there were snow at 4,000 feet in my area. You got to be up about 6,000, or actually even 7,000. Like Bear Mountain, that's one of my favorite places to go skiing here in the U.S. And it's the base elevation there is over 7,000 feet, if I remember right. It's been a while though. Junction Highway, looks like County Road 22. Done so far, 193. So it should be at least another 15 miles ahead. Come on, car, get out of my way so I can put my brakes back on. County Road 33. Okay, I do remember that crossing on the map. John Looney House Pioneer Museum. Asheville, 4 miles. Huntsville, 84. forgot the name of this town already. I know it started with an A. That's about it. 231, 411. County Road 26, right here to the right. Asheville, that's what it is. Asheville Middle School. Too good to be true. I think that's at Romoland or something road. Yeah, 35. So we're getting into the little town center area now. On Highway 23. So 231 is to the right. What is this building here? St. Clair County. Okay, I think I remember this. Yeah, I remember coming through here before. Definitely not the most truck-friendly spot. I think now, if I remember right, I could have made the left turn over there and still ended up on the same road. So I think I remember last time I came through here, let's see, we clear on the right yet. That people were turning left instead of right, and they'd still end up over here. First Baptist Church, Asheville. Grill shop. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do 35 all the way through here. There's a deer right there. Silly. Should be more than 35 limit here. This 45 sign here is too far away from where it should be, I think. Yeah. Who did the spin out here? Like little towns like that though, where they have that little square or whatever, you know, kind of like a quaint little community or whatever, where, you know, people are likely to walk around and shop and stuff. It's one of those things I can appreciate about places that are not where I'm from, because most of the places where I'm from, you don't do that. Piggly Wiggly. I was gonna laugh at that place. that car finally disappear, I hope. Stradner Road. Speak of the devil, and he appears. Alright, I-59 coming up. Yeah, I do remember it crossing that too. Found a parking spot over there. Okay, this one. Yeah, this isn't even the scenic route. The scenic route would have been the one that kept me away from the truck stops where I could shower. I was going to take 231 all the way across, or not 231, 278 all the way across from, yeah, over there in Georgia still. I was expecting it would have been a little bit slower route, but, yeah, it would have been interesting to just see what all is over there. Junction US 11. Restricted bridge ahead. Well, too bad. I'm crossing it anyway. It's a 40-ton limit anyway, so right at my max weight rating is what it can handle. I'm doing it well. can get from warm and all that to where, I mean, I actually put pants on after I got out of the shower. Well, of course, I'm expecting to go through colder weather areas. I know saw people posting about Wyoming getting hit with like negative 15-degree weather or something like that in some spots. And I do anticipate going through Wyoming with that load. Past a church, and now this is like Hillside Drive I'm crossing now. Now it's a downhill run. I usually wear shorts all the time. Even in cold weather, sometimes I'll wear shorts, but it was breezy over there, in Georgia. I can handle cold, I just don't like wind with it. I remember last, I think it was, I want to say last year, maybe it was before I even came to JCT. I remember stopping at the Loves in Sydney, Nebraska, and it was 6 degrees out. And I was wearing shorts and a sweatshirt. Felt okay overall. Thankfully, it was calm weather, so that helped a lot. But yeah, even just a slightest bit of wind into that. Yeah. Wind always complicates everything. Drive in icy conditions, I can do. I'm not a fan of it, but I'll do it. Wind and ice together, that's a bad thing. Now with the fire weather in my area, it's, a lot of that's because of strong winds and low humidity. I've seen how many churches are here. And most of them are Baptist churches too, I think. Mile marker 250. It's like Dow Drive. Areas here where I wouldn't mind driving through during the daytime because you can see a lot more. County Road 29 coming up. Okay, maybe this is the downhill here I was talking about. Plant here is a little bit of a weird one. Their empty drop lot is right by where I turn off of 79. Then you have to actually go up the little road there whenever to get to the shack. Live in the trailer before I drop it. Only owns that city limit. Reduction to 45 miles an hour here. Bruises, shoes, and boots. Right on Highway 75. It's at a quarter mile, but I know 75 is not the one I want. I think it's 79. Here, jet pep. Is it a moving company or something over here? Yeah. Cooper Tire. Agribusiness Center to the left. Highway 75. It's like 231. Stay ahead to the left. You asshole. Right? Yeah, I wish I could get fuel that cheap in my neck of the woods. Try doubling this price here, and that's what I pay. Okay, I do remember something about this 231, make a left and then a right after. This isn't that place where I had to turn left onto another street, was it? Which I thought was really stupid. Wherever it was, I remember having to turn like on a road like this, and then they had me going down some residential looking kind of street. I'm like, what the hell? Right lane ends. Pretty good steep hill here coming up. up by Bend, Oregon, don't you, if I remember right? So I think Scotty just went to visit you, didn't he? Rosa town limit. I guess some of our loads, like Tyson and Wallula, I don't know why. I think it's and go down I-5 from there. Covered bridge, 1.29. Junction, County Road 33. Foss Drive. Is this another church or something? Yeah, United Methodist Church. I imagine how much more interesting it'd be if it was Daly's Chapel. And I think 79 is coming up before long here. So I do vaguely remember like getting a little more flat area before it splits off. But it really jogged my memory from, I think it's probably been a good roughly year since I've been over here. I'm gonna have to look at my pickup delivery log to see when I was last here. It's been a while. Now the Walmart DC I just delivered to last night, yeah, I guess I'd call it last night. Or in the evening, whatever. I've been there a couple times before too, but it's been probably a good almost 3 years since I've been there. Cleveland town limit. Up over here is not long after you get onto 79, it's on the left side. It's basically right in between 79 and 231. It's a technical, Blount County Career Technical Center. Sounds familiar, but I don't know where that's at. Okay, it looks like Highway 160 coming up here and County Road 1. 231 north, turn right. He's probably sleeping anyway. I'll be nice. nice just in case. Nobody coming back there. Steeple or anything on it, so it's kind of had the appearance that it could have been on, though. Town of Cleveland Police and Fire. Marathon station. Okay, so here's my turn. Okay, right up the road on the left side. Not even very far up here. So hope I don't overshoot it. This all looks like residential stuff here anyway. River Heights. What do we have here? Lighting and stuff, which makes me wonder. No. Alright, never mind. It's just a here in front of us. Right, quite a few trucks camping out over here. Couldn't tell if there are any JCTs hanging up the road facing away from the road. Yeah, it's definitely not your average Tyson plant here. This stupid thing back in to let my keyboard work. The shipper is at 1101. 0253-ish. 7309. So I know what number to give them. Okay, I shall return. I'll get my reflective vest on first. Tyson plants all require reflective vests on all their properties. Okay. in with the shipping office real quick. Back in where this Monto's at, but yeah. That's my work. Not really where I had in mind to park, but okay, here we're back. was one of these perfect examples of why I like to show up as fast as possible with these drop pickups. They said that they don't have any JCT trailers here at all, and so she said it was a really good thing that I showed up as early as I did, because they yeah, I'll have to circle back around, I think. Trying to do a U-turn in this area. So what I'll be doing is coming down here to the drop lot, and just she said stay hooked up to my trailer, and said around 7, 8 in the morning or so I can start pre-cooling my trailer to about 22 degrees, and then oh, that's stupid Qualcomm, really? Thing just shut off and started rebooting on me right now. Be glad once they fix that problem. Ahead for what open spots there are over there in the drop lot. Possible I might have to park here over here behind Pride. Another JCT truck over here. I don't think I'm gonna find a spot, because before I came over here, I was looking. Oh, wait a minute. See, right in between those two trailers, right in front of me. Might be doable. Or how about this? Yeah, this looks like the spot right over here directly to my left might work. Give it a try. It's tight, but it might fit. It's like 40-27. I'm gonna get out and take a look, make sure, because I know it's tight between the trailers. I gotta double check. I keep the tractor offset from the trailer like it is, the trailer, my ICC bar, as long as it keeps rotating toward this side trailer, I'm good, which it is. Actually, I pointed a little bit too much toward the side guy now. Yeah, it is a bit of a swamp. Actually, doesn't seem like it's as tight as I thought it would be. It looked like it was. Let me, before I switch over to the selfie view. I don't know if you can see that very well. Let me disconnect my wires here. See, there's airspace there. More than I thought there'd be, and then of course here, get out of my way. Damn it. My notification bar just came down and got in the way. Alright, so yeah, it's more room than I thought there was, but when I was looking at it from the side, it didn't look like. Damn it. Alright. Dropping that darn thing. Alright, anyway, yeah, so this is one of those great examples with drop hook pickups, why I like to get to the shipper as quickly as possible. My load's not due for, let me switch my status here. Now this thing's up and running. My load's not due for pickup until it overlaps midnight tonight. Let me find out for sure. Once this stupid thing decides to update my status. It's like watching paint dry, trying to watch this thing actually keep up with me. It's terrible. Man, I'm not anti e-logs, but I'm not happy with the switch over from AOBRD to ELD though. It's a shitty switch over, and then this Qualcomm unit, it's like having like one of them old 486 processors when you need a 2 gig processor or something. Okay, so the pickup time is from 23:03 tonight to 03:03 tomorrow morning. So right at 24 hours from now is my my drop dead time, as we call it, and it's due in Far West, Utah on the 5th at 0100. Far West, if you're not familiar with it, is north of Ogden. Actually, right there on the North Ogden area. I want to say it's exit 346 or somewhere in that ballpark. It's probably, yeah, it should be Associated Foods if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I've been there before, passed by it many times. Anyway, yeah, with the, I was talking about here, because they don't have any trailers here for us, so they can preload. So the sooner I get here, the sooner they can preload my trailer and get me out of here. So she was even thanking me for showing up early like I did. Cause I told her I'm way early. I was like, don't worry about it. I know my load's not ready, but I just figured I'd check it in. So I'll give her my number. Hopefully get a call in about, I don't know, about 5 or 6 hours perhaps. And they'll probably, with the fact they want me to stay hooked up to the trailer, it sounds like they might want me to go ahead and just dock into the door myself, and then just get it rolling as soon as they're done. Tyson Load's always they're a big customer of ours, and it's really critical for on-time delivery. So it's always a huge plus if I can get the load picked up early and get moving ahead of time. All right, so let's see what else. That's kind of a wrap now. Since I am still getting the hang of streaming online, I'm kind of curious now because I have I have a voice reader where I'll queue up my my news articles or stuff, or I'm on Quora a lot also, Quora. It's a social networking kind of site, I guess you can call it, where people ask questions about anything and everything, and people with some kind of expertise on whatever the question is answer it, and it's expected that they have some kind of there you go, Tara. So yeah, I'm on Quora quite a bit. I had taken I went on a hiatus, I guess you can say, from doing much on there for a while, but over the last week I've been been more active again. It's pretty common. I'll jump back and forth. I might be on Quora a lot, and then I'll just totally ignore it for a while, and then come back to it later on. And same with other things I got going on. But where was I going with that? Oh, okay, yeah. Now with my news readers, I get a lot of push like news articles on my push notifications, and usually I'll queue them up into what I have a voice reader app. I can queue them up into the voice reader and then just tell it to play while I'm driving, and I can listen to it. And I think it'd be great if I can have this streaming at the same time. I can maybe have some of those playing audio there. And what's this guy doing? Oh, yeah, someone with the Tyson trailer, KLLM with the Tyson trailer. Looks like he's backing in. I think he's trying to back into the lot across the street or something. I don't know, but anyway, yeah, I might just for the heck of it see if I can get the audio from that working while this is recording, or if they interfere with each other. Because sometimes I know apps will interfere with each other with the audio resources. But let me go ahead and put one on there, see if you guys can hear it. Okay, here's a hillside fire in San Bernardino. Okay, no, that's not what I want. Oh, it's one of these ones where I have to select all first. Okay, select all, share. Come on. And go to my voice aloud reader. No, don't play ads. Get out of here. Okay, where'd my voice reader go? There it is. There's no text. Oh, come on. It did that to me again. Okay, how about we try something else? I don't care about impeachment crap. Massive brush fire erupts on top of South Mountain. Okay, how about that one? That's LA area. Now let's see what happens. Come on, sure. Come on. Okay. I'm not getting any audio on my side. Looks like my voice reader's giving me problems, saying there's no text. Alright, so I'm gonna have to mess around with that later on. Because, yeah, I noticed it's been doing that to me recently with that app that I use. I can try now. I don't have really any other notifications that really I want to play. So okay, so I guess that's we'll mess around with that again some other time. Might I don't know, do some testing a little bit later on where I can, I just focus on doing that when I'm not driving, and if it does work out, I can queue it up to play, so there's, when there's nothing really going on, nothing really talking about, whatever, or listen to, just going down the road, can maybe have it play, and possibly even have stuff to even discuss, like talk about, whatever. So, all right. Yeah, I guess I don't know if Tara, I'm actually kind of surprised you're even up right now. Don't you live over here on the East Coast? Yeah. So, yeah, I hope it does work out there, Brian, where I can get this stuff to play. I just don't know if this streaming app is going to be a big audio resource hog where it won't let anything else play at the same time. I have had other stuff work just fine where I can play two things at the same time. Had to get up to deal with a medical issue. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was kind of concerned maybe I had to go to work in the morning, this morning or something, because it's, see, I think it's 4:19 now, your time, if I'm not mistaken. So I got 3:19 here. I'm in Central. Maybe I'll try again with one of these. Okay, I do have a Victorville article here I can try. Select all, share.
Massive brush fire erupts on top of South Mountain near Santa Paula, ab7.com. KABC. By ab7.com staff.
Okay.
Updated 10 minutes ago. A fast-moving brush fire broke out near Santa Paula Thursday evening, forcing thousands of residents to evacuate their homes and destroying at least one structure. Santa Paula, Caliph. KABC, a fast-moving brush fire broke out near Santa Paula Thursday evening, forcing thousands of residents to evacuate their homes and destroying at least one structure. The fire, dubbed the Maria Fire, was reported around 6:30 p.m. on top of South Mountain in Ventura County, an area surrounded by cell phone transmission towers. Crews launched an aggressive fight in the ground and air against the blaze, which had burned at least 7,000 acres by before midnight, fueled by winds up to 35 miles per hour, according to the Ventura County Fire Department. The blaze started high on the mountain ridge, meaning it took time for the flames to creep down and provided us time to get into the communities and start our evacuations, said John McNeil with the fire department during a Thursday night press conference. However, the fire's origin point also meant that fire crews had difficulty accessing the edges of the blaze so that crews could establish containment lines, McNeil added. Given heavy fuels and grass, he added that the fire's footprint could expand to consume 12,000 acres at the most. The community of Somas in Ventura County was threatened as the flames rapidly spread to the west, officials said. A break in wind conditions by midday Friday was expected to better firefighting conditions. During the active battle against the blaze from the air, authorities confirmed that someone was flying a drone over the fire. This created quite a dangerous situation. It's not only illegal but it hampers our firefighting efforts, said Ventura County Sheriff Bill Ayub. Cautionary evacuations were underway for areas near Balcom Canyon and 12th Street, fire officials said, but additional mandatory evacuations were also issued. See a full evacuation map here. Firefighters say there were about 7,500 people and 1,800 structures within the mandatory evacuation area. At least one structure was seen fully consumed by flames near Liloma Avenue and East Center Road.
Yeah.
An evacuation center was set up at the Camarillo Community Center at 1605 Burnley Street. Animal evacuation centers were also established. The Humane Society of Ventura County at 402 Bryant Street, Ojai was accepting animals of all sizes. The Santa Barbara Earl Warren Fairgrounds was accepting large animals. The Maria fire is the latest of multiple fires that have ignited across Southern California in recent days. Here's every fire burning in the region today. Report a correction or typo. Copyright 2019 KABC TV.
Yeah,
all rights reserved.
Yeah, you know, the sad thing is some of those fires that, those wildfires that take all that attention, believe it or not, some of them are set by firefighters themselves just wanting something to do. And, they're idiots. Now, they usually get arrested, too. They usually get figured out and then arrested and all that. And I just can't believe that someone would do something like that just to have some work to do. Like, why on earth would you do that? You know, we have enough problems with fires as it is, from people throwing cigarettes out the car windows, or from lightning strikes, or arsonists. I've also seen somewhere someone's just working with tools or whatever, like cutting wood or something, and then a little flint goes flying from maybe it hitting a knot or something. And when I lived in San Jacinto, we had about I want to say 3,000 or so acre fire right there on the mountain, right next to right by where I lived. That was caused by someone over at the reservation. The Saboba Indian Reservation. They were just cutting firewood. Just doing some legitimately innocent stuff, and just one little flint from it sparked a 3,000 acre fire. The one that tore up a huge area of northern Cal last year, I think by Redding, or the Lake Shasta, Redding area, you guys know which one I'm talking about, I think. That was caused by somebody's trailer tire, if I remember right. It was like a pickup, whatever, pulling like a travel trailer. The trailer, the tire came apart, I guess, flattened, and then the sparks coming from the trailer, from the wheel on the trailer, whatever, I guess, is what caused that one. That was, I think that was over 100,000 acres, if I remember right. So, yeah, you guys, Brian, are like tree central. I mean, I can't think of anywhere in Oregon that doesn't have just trees galore, except for, I don't know, maybe getting a little bit more toward the Columbia River area. Even then, there's still plenty of green out there, but yeah, your neck of the woods and going all the way out toward the Oregon coast, it's just trees everywhere, it seems. Yeah, beautiful area though. Yeah, and in my area, it's common to have like 5% humidity, so it's extremely arid. That's a big part of the problem, and I know that's a big factor with the fire weather, is low humidity, high winds, high temperatures most of the time. Although this time of year, obviously, a little cooler. Actually, the guy who trained me, he just went through my area yesterday or day before, and he was, I think yesterday morning, and he was telling me about how it was only like 30 some odd degrees in there as he passed through, and he's like, yeah, I'll bet you a lot of these people, a lot of your fellow people here are probably complaining about it being so cold. July, August is high fire. Interesting. Do you guys get winds in that time of year also, or is it just from the higher temps and maybe some low humidity also, or because this time of year is especially bad for us. October, like I'd say October, November, because all the Santa Ana winds, we get those really strong 60, 70 mile an hour winds sometimes, and the high wind warning we just had in off of I-4, no, was it I-10? Yeah, Riverside County, I-10 area, was gusting up to 80 miles an hour a couple days ago. Okay, windy, dry, all right. So, yeah, I'll look for, I'm going to go ahead and get some other stuff queued up on Quora. If you guys have something, like any kind of, maybe just random kind of stuff. Now, I do tend to focus more on trucking or stock market stuff when I'm on there, but I do have other stuff I will also listen to, like police, cop stories or medical stuff. What else? Just life experience kind of stuff that people talk about. I like to listen to some of those, so maybe I'll queue some of those up and we can have some listening entertainment when I'm doing these. So, I should figure out how now this load here, it's supposed to be 1,700 plus miles loaded, so imagine I'll be doing 600 mile shifts each day, each shift to get it there, so I can do it in 3 shifts. I'll have to double check for sure and see what's going on with the weather too. I'm sure I'll be going through Wyoming, and who knows what I'm going to be doing with there. All right, now, yeah, I guess we'll have some more we can work on, I guess, on the next feed. Yeah, and like I said, I'll try and get my Quora, my voice reader queued up with Quora stuff and news articles and all that kind of crap, so you can tell cop stories for days. Were you a cop before, Brian? Or were you on the other end of it? Reserve officer for 20 years. All right, well, thanks for your service there. Yeah, my dad was a reserve deputy for a bit. Yeah, he was a railroad carman for many years, but he moonlighted on the side as a reserve deputy for a while. Did a lot of search and rescue stuff, and then he was also an EMT on the side where, was driving an ambulance around and, doing CPR and all that kind of stuff a whole bunch of times. Yeah, he was always one of those active guys, I guess. Yeah, he's all into tech now. Likes to sit around and just have fun with gadgets like all of us guys do, though. But yeah, 20 years with that, active or reserve. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can talk about. Yeah, that'd definitely be something we can have some chat conversations about in the near future. And like I said, I get a lot of those cop story kind of stuff on my Quora feed too. So that more, I guess you might even be able to relate to just based on some of that stuff. All right, I'm gonna probably go ahead and end the feed here, and then maybe get some rest here before I need to go turn my reefer unit on and start getting loaded and all that. So, I really appreciate you guys coming on here and interacting and kind of getting me a little bit of experience with the live streaming part too, and all that. And so yeah, when I do get ready to leave here, I'll definitely go ahead and stream again. So have more viewing pleasure. I'm gonna take a wild guess. I'll be going from here, I would imagine up Highway I-22 and US 78 up into Memphis, and then take well, I don't know. Might depend on weather. If Wyoming looks like crap, I might take 40 all the way across to Albuquerque, and then go up just a little bit north of Albuquerque. Take US 550, US 64, US 491, US 191, US 6, up to I-15 in Provo, Utah, and then take 15 up from there. It's one good option that might get me away from some of the weather. But if Wyoming and other areas over there look like they'll be okay, that's what I'll probably look at doing. So you take a right turn in Albuquerque. I don't know, are you talking about 550 or something, or I'm not sure. Or do you go up I-25 like Bugs Bunny? Alrighty. You're confusing me with Bugs Bunny. Okay, yeah, it's been so long since I've watched Bugs Bunny. I've watched Looney Tunes and all that kind of stuff so much as a kid, but it's been so long I didn't catch that. Yeah, you got me on that one there. So, I'll get you back with some obscure references myself later, right? How's that? All right. Again, I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch the feed here and interact, and hope you got some good entertainment. And it sounded like you got some, just the interesting route through here. So. All right, you guys all have a good morning or night, whatever it happens to be for you. I think it is all morning for everybody now at this point in time. Now, even West Coast, 1:34 in the morning, I think. So, all right, you guys have a good night, all right? Take care.